Here we go. Woo! Just listen to that. That is just insane. Well, what's going on, everybody? It's Barney here, back at it with another video, and welcome back to Proving Autos. Today, guys, you join me bright and early. Oh, let's get past him quick. Yes, today, guys, you join me bright and early for what is going to be a very exciting video. Hope you guys can see me, by the way, in my M240i, because today I am on my way over to Performance M in Manchester to get my GPF filter deleted, which is something I am very, very excited about, because this is actually a job which I've actually been wanting to get done ever since I bought my M240i, which was about 5 months ago now, would you believe. But a bit of an interesting sort of, I'd say, unusual sort of set of circumstances, actually, to be fair, because basically the managing director at Performance M goes by the name Shak. Now, basically Shak used to work at Lowndes Street Garage in Bolton before he took over Performance M, which was over a year ago. Now, at the time when I owned my Mark 7 Golf R, Shak was working at Lowndes Street Garage. And Lowndes Street Garage, I mean, like any other garage, you know, they do like servicing, MOT, diagnostics, you know, for pretty much any car out there. But for the performance side, they, you know, they're sort of mainly focused on cars from the MQB platform. So we're talking about the 8V Audi S3, RS3, Mark 3 Seat Leon Cooper, and of course the Mark 7 Golf R, which I owned previously. So, and to be honest with you, Lowndes Street Garage, or LSG Performance as they're known for the performance side, is actually the place where most of my mods for the Golf R actually came from. So Shak actually did a stage 1 remap on it. He did my res delete, lowering springs, R600 intake, etc, etc. So it just seems a little bit strange, really, that he was the man to go to for my Golf R back then. And now I've changed to a completely different car, my M240i, and he's changed to obviously a company that specialise in down the BMW M category. And now he's the man to go to for my M240i, which is, yeah, as I say, slightly unusual, and yeah, small world. So yeah, as I say, I'm on my way over there now. I will be honest, I am travelling quite a distance today because from where I live,
in 3/4 of a mile and follow road M62 towards.
Thank you. Yeah, from where I live, it's about a 2.5 hour drive, about 2.25 hour drive. So yeah, pretty long, and I'm kind of dreading it, to be fair, just because of, well, I mean, it is starting to, a little bit of drizzle as well, and yeah, we're going to be getting, it is currently 7 AM, so we're going to be getting towards rush hour very soon. So yeah, not looking forward to that. So I suppose, what is a GPF delete? Well, I mean, the GPF, or another word for the GPF, is also the OPF or the PPF. Now, basically, what this is a new filter, well, newish filter, that all petrol cars now have to be fitted with from factory. But what this does, so I suppose it sort of works in the same way as the diesel particulate filter does for the diesels. But yeah, what this does is just completely ruin the sound to any car out there. Like, I think I've heard even a new M4 doesn't sound great from standards, which is a real shame, because, you know, like say with the B58 engine that's in this, you know, it is a lovely sounding engine. So it's just such a shame that they've had to sort of add this and just completely ruin the sound of the car. So yeah, as a result of that, the early models, like pre-2018, sound so much better. But of course today, that is going to change for mine, because obviously mine is a GPF model, but not for much longer. So yeah, there's not really much to see at the minute, so I think what we'll do, I think I'm going to time lapse the next part of this video, and yeah, so next time you see me, I don't actually know where we're going to pick this video up. I'll either be near there, or I will be at Performance M. So yes, So yeah, I think we'll cut there now, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. So finally, after, well, actually about a 4-hour drive in the end, should have only taken 2 and a bit, but yeah, because of the traffic, unfortunately we're here, well, an hour later than planned. So it is what it is, out of my control. So unfortunately, because of that, there's unfortunately bits of this video that I was hoping to film, I'm not going to be able to. So the car has actually only just gone inside. He has literally just taken it in. So of course, because of that, because of the lateness, because of the traffic, etc., he does need to get the car inside as quickly as possible. But nonetheless, we're here. But yeah, excited to hear what this thing sounds like once the job is done. So I guess while we're here, let's take a look around the car park here, because I mean, there's not much here today, but still some really cool looking stuff. Now this is Shak's M140i. That thing, I believe, is an absolute weapon, honestly. It's running an insane amount. I'm not exactly too sure how much power it's running, but I mean, just take into account that, but even from a stage 1, from one of these, I think I saw one yesterday on Facebook. I think it made something like 460 brake horsepower just from a stage 1 map. I do believe this is either running, I think, a stage 2 or stage 3. So yeah, running an insane amount of power, and he's just had the limited slip diff fitted to this as well, which honestly I think sits really well, and yeah, with the LSD on it as well. From what he said, absolutely transforms the car. Now, I did actually want to do a feature video on this whilst I was over here, but I think, to be honest with you, I don't think Shak's actually here today. I think he's away somewhere. Just happens to be as I turn up, but no, but yeah, this thing is running an insane amount of power. So yeah, can't get that on the channel today, but hopefully soon, guys, hopefully soon. I mean, I've been talking to him about it, so hopefully very soon we'll get this on the channel and see what this thing is all about. But honestly, that is absolutely epic. And of course, with the colour as well, I mean, you can't quite see because it's raining and it's, yeah, pretty cloudy out here today. But yeah, the colour when the sun is on it is absolutely mega. So here as well, we've got a rather cool looking Mark 8 GTI, I think owned by VBT. That's also looking really like nice livery on here as well, which is good. As I said, I don't really know much about this one, but yeah, that's looking really cool. Just walking over here, we've got the Racing Line Golf R. I think it's a Mark 7. Yeah, Mark 7.5. So that's also looking awesome. I mean, yes, I think it is a really cool looking livery as well, which as I say, I don't really actually know much about this. I really should have probably done a bit more research before I actually came down, but I'll have to try and ask these guys about it. Now this, I believe, is Performance M's latest sort of project they've got going on here, this M4. Now I don't know exactly what they've got planned for this, but all I know is they've got some big plans, I do believe, from what Shak was saying. All I've been told and all I've heard is watch this space. So yeah, I don't know exactly what they've got planned, but yeah, that thing is looking really nice. Sits really well. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, I imagine it's probably on MMR springs or something like that, or coilovers, I'm not too sure, but yeah, looking really cool there. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head inside, because I don't know if you can see, but it is an absolutely miserable day today out here, and you guys probably saw from the time lapse as well. So yeah, I'm going to head inside. Excitement's kicking in now to hear what the M240i sounds like with the GPF and res delete. So yeah, I think I'm going to go inside. I'm going to grab a coffee, if they've got a coffee machine. I'm sure they have. And yeah, I'll update you guys in a little bit of where we're at. so here is the old part in question. This is what's come off. So yeah, that is the resonator there, and of course that is the dreaded GPF filter, or another word for this is also called the OPF filter or the PPF filter. To be honest with you, I might just call it the filter, just for namesake. So yeah, that's the dreaded filter there, and that is the resonator, which you see on, well, pretty much all cars these days have that. So yeah, obviously pretty annoying, because all cars these days, I think from around about, I think it's around about mid 2018 onwards. So if anybody's after one of these that's pre-GPF, then yeah, I think it's around about mid 2018 when they started putting them on the cars. So yes, that is what we're dealing with there. So yeah, as I say, very, very excited now to be actually hearing what my car sounds like once this is done. Okay, so now that the new part is fitted, let's have a look on what we are dealing with. So of course, this is the Scorpion GPF delete and resonator delete as well, must I add. So basically it is a straight pipe relay that goes from the back box, which is here, all the way down to the cat here. So yeah, the original cat is remaining in place, so we're not going for like a D cat or or sports cat or anything like that, so that's all going to remain in place. So normally, now should actually explain as well, on the earlier models, so basically pre-GPF, you would normally have two resonators, so it's usually situated like here and around about here. But yeah, so we're actually doing a GPF and a resonator delete all in one. So this is, honestly, this is going to sound absolutely mega when this thing gets running. So yeah, so this is all done. I suppose what I will explain in a minute is sort of a little bit more about the process. Okay, so the car is actually just about done. The new part is on, as you've just seen. But there's just one thing left to do. Now basically, because this is actually just something to bear in mind for anybody who's actually thinking about having this done. Now basically, because my car has been designed to run the GPF, basically if there's any issues with it running or anything like that, at the very least, it's going to throw a warning light up on the dash light, engine management light, and then cause all sorts of issues. Maybe even put the car into limp mode, which is what we want to avoid. So basically, that has to be mapped out of the car. So say, as I say, the new part is on, but we're just sort of just changing the file over, just changing the map over, just sort of pretending that it is a pre-2018 car. Because actually, originally when I was after one of these, I was after a 67 plate without the dreaded filter. But of course, thanks to these guys, that is no longer the case. So that's not going to be around any longer. So yeah, they're just changing the file over now, and then the car will be rolling out, and then we'll get our first start up. How's that sound? Okay, so here we are. The car is coming out. GPF delete fitted. Now, annoyingly, they have actually had the car running for a little bit just to sort of change the map file over. So. So no startup as of yet, but I think it's just going to take it for a short drive. Ooh, okay. Okay, not bad, not bad. I mean, hopefully we'll get a start up soon. But okay, I mean, obviously that wasn't a full chat, but hopefully soon we'll get a proper rev and a start of it as well. But honestly, I mean, even just with the car coming out of there, it sounds so much better already. Okay, I think you must have put it in sport mode then. Yeah, honestly, just straight away, that sounds so much better. Oh my God. Man, that... I can't get over that. Seriously, cannot get over that. Oh mate, that sounds mega. Massive, massive improvement. Okay, cannot wait to experience this thing. Now, apparently, there is a bit of a trick, a bit of a cold start trick you can do. Now, if I turn the ignition on, without your foot on the brake, I'm going to put the windows down. Okay, so I believe you go, turn the wipers off for a second. Eco Pro, hold down the traction control button, and that'll turn the DSC off. Left foot on the brake, tiny little bit of throttle. Here we go. Woo! Okay, yeah, that makes a difference. Shout out to Luke at Tampshire Photo for that, because that is where, I'm sure it was him that mentioned it. We have another, well, hopefully not 4-hour drive back to the east of the country. Actually, I'm going to leave the windows down. As I say, I'm going to leave it with DSC off, because apparently that is the loudest mode. As I say, it's made such a difference. Oi! As I say, I don't know how well that's been brought up on camera. Just listen to that. And apparently as well, I'll tell you something as well. The guy who did it is saying that, like I say, that's one of the quietest mods you can do for the M240, for the B58. That is just insane. Right, I'm going to close my windows and grow up a little bit, because yeah, the interior of the car is getting quite wet. But I mean, honestly, how? Oh man, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with that. Absolutely over the moon. Honestly, guys, if your car has a GPF, if you have an M140i or an M240i and you have a GPF filter, honestly, you need to get over here quick, because as I say, it's a shame, because this is the way cars are going now. I was like, why does it not sound like that from factory? But yeah, honestly, I'm absolutely over the moon, guys. So yes, absolutely a massive shout out to Performance M, Shak and the team. Absolute legends, that place. I mean, obviously Shak wasn't there today, so we couldn't catch up with him, but yeah, honestly, absolute legends. And I'm pretty certain I'm going to be back at some point, maybe for mapping. But yes, I think, guys, because as I say, I've now got over a 2-hour drive to get back to the east of the country, back to my hometown. So I think, guys, we'll wrap today's video up there. As I say, massive thank you to Shak and the team at Performance M. Honestly, absolute legends. And yes, if anyone needs anything, I will leave links I'll leave all their details in the description of this video, so you guys can go and check them out. So yeah. So yes, guys, if you have enjoyed the video, then please do leave a thumbs up. It is always appreciated. Also consider subscribing for more stuff like this in the future. And of course, if you do that, do not forget to hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications so you don't miss out on a single thing. So until next time, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you look after yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you all very soon.